Good afternoon, everybody in Daventry and around the world. I've quickly had a quick shave, put my waistcoat on and my white shirt on because I am in the room with four lovely ladies. And this afternoon, we are going to be discussing very quickly the VE celebrations that are coming up and racing up on us at the moment on the 8th, and how the retailers in Daventry are getting together to celebrate when they dress their shops. And we're looking at the public to dress their houses and basically have a very good time while we're in lockdown. So in the room, we've got Amy, who is a communications expert, and she's currently volunteering for the Daventry Town Council, which is very, very nice of her while we go through this 2-week period, which is great. By the way, while I'm on the subject of the Daventry Town Council, can I just thank the team for putting the bunting up in the High Street, and John Silk, who does an amazing job every year doing that. Even though it's raining in Daventry today, I've got the flags outside my window in the Campbells bunker. The High Street is dressed, so thank you everybody at the Daventry Town Council. That's absolutely awesome. We've got Donna in the room, who you may have seen a couple of days ago. She's from Campbells. She's recovered from her celebrations yesterday because it was her birthday. Donna looks after all of us, all the whole team in the High Street at Daventry. She's our office mummy. We've got Andrea in the room. Now, Andrea also works at the Campbells, and she is responsible for putting all of the property videos together. And at the moment is very busy on the social media, obviously while we're on lockdown, which is great. And we've got Natasha in the room. Now, Natasha is the owner of the Courtyard Cafe at Bishop's Court behind Campbell's in the High Street, and she is going to be talking about cakes. And she's also going to be talking about a competition that they are running through the celebrations, which we'll go on to in a minute. So welcome, ladies.
Hello.
While we're on the subject of social media, can I just make a suggestion? We've got 3 very, very busy Facebook pages in Daventry, which I would strongly recommend that you like, because they will be broadcasting all of the celebrations that we have over this period and beyond. So we've got Daventry Town Council Facebook page, which is currently live. We've got Discover Daventry, which is where all the retailers in the Daventry area offer their services, and that is a platform at the moment is extremely useful for those people in Daventry that are requiring certain services. That's great. That's been run by Lorna, who again is a volunteer. It's a massive job, but a great page to go to. And then of course we've got Love Daventry, which is another huge platform. So those 3 Daventry Town platforms are worth looking at and watching so that you can see what is going on. So let me think. Cakes. Natasha, could you explain your competition first, and then maybe we could have a little bit of a chat about how one would go about making a cake? Because if you're talking to someone like me, who is probably the best he's ever done was a Victoria sponge when he was at school, maybe you could make some suggestions. And we've got a lot of youngsters in the room that have probably never even cooked before. So over to you, Natasha. Tell us about your competition.
Well, we were just looking at ways that we could get people involved. This year's obviously a big celebration. It's the 75th anniversary. And I've just always found cake cheers everybody up. So we've got all the details on our Facebook page, the Courtyard Cafe, but we've just put together a little competition where you've got to try and replicate a cake that we've made of a Union Jack. You can do it any way you like. It's open to interpretation. And then what we've asked everyone to do is send us the pictures of their masterpieces, and we're going to get the public to vote. And they'll win the sort of official or unofficial title of Star Baker. So it's just a bit of fun.
Absolutely brilliant. Natasha, you were showing me earlier on a picture of that cake. Have you got one handy?
Yeah, here it is.
Ah, there it is. Okay, yeah, I remember now. So this picture is actually on the Facebook page, and that is basically what you're asking people to replicate.
Yeah, so this cake's a mixture of fondant and buttercream. Some people will like to use royal icing. There's lots of different mediums. Everyone's got different capabilities, obviously, but
Yeah.
it's just about fun. We're not expecting anyone to create perfection. It's, you know, get the kids involved, get the family involved, and somebody's even asked if they could do it using cupcakes but still create the pattern, so why not?
Why not? Great idea. So the idea is that you'll put a pinned post onto your page, and then what people do is they'll take a photograph of the finished cake. They can put it into the comments.
Yeah.
And then presumably you could ask you're going to ask the audience of obviously Facebook to then obviously like those, and basically the winner will be the one with the most likes. Is that right?
Yeah, so what we've done is we've asked people to post their pictures by 12 o'clock on Friday the 8th
Brilliant.
of May. And then we're going to leave it 24 hours, so until the following day, Saturday, and whoever gets the most likes is the winner. We're doing a similar competition in the village we live in, and somebody can win a wooden spoon saying Star Baker.
Right.
But yeah, we wanted to, we unfortunately don't live in Daventry, but we're very passionate about it. That's where our business is, and we wanted to try and do something with Daventry as well.
Yeah, I have to say, we'll come back to the cakes in a minute. Clayton and Natasha, and you actually, I don't know whether you've noticed, because obviously the screen's only showing our faces at the moment, but Natasha is actually wearing a pink chef's, what do you call that? A chef's, is it a shirt? Is it a suit?
It's a jacket, a chef's jacket.
Yeah. Pink jacket, excellent. And I've never actually seen that before, so that's pretty rare. That's cool. Anyway, so yeah, so basically anyone can enter that competition, get the ingredients out. We're going to encourage Natasha and Clayton to come up with some recipes, which I think you'll probably add to your page as well. So if there are anybody in the room like me, for example, who would have no idea where to start, they can actually download that recipe and basically follow the instructions. Natasha, genius idea. Natasha and Clayton, as I say, they've got the courtyard around the back of Campbells. I have to say, those guys actually feed us at Campbells on a regular basis when we're raving busy. We'll make a quick phone call to Clayton and Natasha. 10 minutes later, she pops up with bacon sandwiches, all sorts of things. We've got lasagnas, there's salads, there's healthy foods. It is awesome. So after lockdown, I'm genuinely can't wait to be back in your cafe. But thank you very much, Natasha, for coming on. Really, really appreciate that. Right. For those of you that have joined in, we've got some lovely ladies in the room, and we're discussing VE celebrations, we're discussing cakes, we're discussing competitions, and we're discussing basically how to dress your property up, and we're discussing how to put the VE celebration decorations together on a budget. So, Donna, very quickly, you're at Campbell's, you came up with this idea of dressing properties, so give us a bit of a breakdown on how you would like these properties to be presented. What ideas have you got up your sleeve?
Well, they can basically be presented in a way that anybody interprets VE Day. So whether that be children's drawings or the colours of red, white and blue, which obviously the Union Jack colours, anything. I've gone probably way overboard on the, not the homemade stuff yet. I have got a few ideas for that, but the shop brought bunting, I've got balloons, I've got helium balloons. I've done a rough plan of how I want the front of my property to look. So yeah, I've just gone down the Union Jack theme, red, white and blue theme, and that is how I'm doing my property.
Brilliant. And what we're doing is we're encouraging everybody in Daventry to get that sorted. And in a second, we're going to ask Andreea to explain how to upload those to Campbell's as well. I've just noticed, by the way, I've got one hell of a red eye brewing there, so I've got to apologise for that. I must have rubbed it before I came on the broadcast. We've got a couple of hellos coming in. So Jenna, hello. I'm so pleased to see you. That's absolutely great. We've got Dawn Brannigan up the high street from First Light Photographic. She's in. By the way, Dawn's got some pretty amazing photographs, by the way. So if you're in the high street, she's dressing her shop in the next couple of days. It'd be worth going along and having a look at that. We've got Claire in the room. If anybody else wants to join in and send us some love hearts and some thumbs up, that'd be absolutely great. And it'd be lovely to know where you're all actually watching from, to be honest, because I've got people on here from outside Daventry as well. Fantastic. Right, quickly, Amy, So let's have a chat with Amy, because Amy, from what I could see the other day, is an absolute genius when it comes to VE celebration decorations on a budget. So over to you, Amy.
So I was trying to think of ways to make flags, especially if you can't get out and buy them. So
Brilliant.
that's supposed to say Daventry. I went a bit mad with the glitter. So my kitchen is now covered in glitter. But basically this is made out of an old plastic bag, and this is a paper straw. You can get them in B&M for £1 for 50, and most people have plastic bags lying at home. So all you have to do is cut out a square. I did this earlier, and you can paint it like I've painted mine with acrylics. And this was an old Tesco bag. And then grab your straw, let me find one, and wrap it around, tape it, and then you've got a little flag that you can wave, and they're waterproof as well.
Absolutely superb.
And you can make a little box to stick them in like this. And this holds the flora, so I've just painted it and put some glitter on it, and yeah, pretty easy.
And have you got, because the other day it took you something like 10 minutes, I don't suppose you've got your bunting available?
Oh yeah, my 2-second bunting I have. I haven't had a chance to make any more decent ones, but this is my 10-second bunting.
Amazing. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Amy, we've got the Royal, I think is it the Royal British Legion, I think, have got some templates that you can download from their site. So if Jamie, who's working in the background, can quickly search that for us on the internet, we could actually put a URL link onto the comments. You won't be able to click on it while this broadcast is live, but after the broadcast, you'll be able to click onto that link and pull down some templates, because my understanding is, Amy, that they come in an A4. How does that work? And then you cut them with a pair of scissors. Is that what?
Yeah, so the triangles will be on an A4 sheet of paper, and you just cut them out. And again, like what I've done with mine, you just attach them to string, and then you can hang them up as you want.
Okay, and from what I could see earlier on, they've also got some colouring pages on there as well, so children can actually print them out on a printer, colour them, and put them in their window, which is really, really cool.
Yeah.
Good.
Any inspiration if you're struggling to know if you want to do your own drawing? Cups of tea and sauces, great. Slices of cake. Yeah, and if you're struggling for ideas on how to do your hair, I've put mine in a turban today, which was so easy and takes like 2 seconds. Or you can be like Andreea and curl it really nicely.
Do some curls. I think I'll stay away from the lipstick, but the lipstick's looking absolutely amazing, Amy, I have to say. Brilliant. Amy, thank you very much. Amy's given her time, for those of you that have just joined the broadcast, Amy has given her time for a couple of weeks to the Daventry District Council, the Daventry Town Council, who obviously look after the town centre. Again, massive thank you to them, because without them we wouldn't have the bunting up. John Silk put that up last week, and even though Daventry is a little bit poorly today with the rain, the bunting is up. And the retailers are getting themselves ready by next Tuesday to have all their shops decorated. And there's going to be a video taking place with all that's being built over next week. So, Andreea, could you explain to everybody what they can do with the photographs and presumably videos that they could send into the Campbells Facebook page, if I'm not mistaken, and then same thing, we can basically see what's going on and we can all celebrate. Everybody's locked up at home, so I suspect it's quite difficult with all the street parties going on, but what we can do is decorate our properties, go outside, take a photograph and a video, and we can send it to you. Is that right?
Yeah, well, just to give you a summary on that, basically what we're going to do, we're going to post an official We Remember post. This is what it's going to be called, on the 2nd of May, because we've got a colouring competition going on now. But on 2nd of May, that post is going to be up and it's going to be pinned on the Campbells page. And basically, we're asking everybody to decorate their house. This is Amy and Donna talked about it. And what you can do, take videos, take photos of your house. You can send them to us personally. Just send it to us via Messenger. You could share it on your personal page, of course, but if you share it on your personal page, just be careful because we're not going to see it unless you tag us in. So if you do, tag us in and then we'll see your photos and videos and we'll get them from there. Also, the one that we would prefer you to, but you don't have to, would be to put them as comments under the official We Remember post that's going to be up on 2nd of May. Put them in as comments, and then we are going to use them for a great big video that we're going to put together just to sort of remember this VE day, because it is the 75th anniversary, I suppose. So that's what we're going to do. We want to spread some niceness, spread some happiness, get the kids involved, get the family involved, make a VE day, I don't know. And also, just to give you a bit of a reminder every day, we've got our informative facts going up every day. So it's a fact about VE day. And, you know, if you want to find out more about it, it's an easy way to sort of understand it. They're only short facts, but above they've got a countdown. Basically, it lets you know how many days there are left until the VE day. Also, just to let you know, we've got 2 hashtags going on, so you can use the hashtags as well, why not? So we've got We Remember as well as the countdown. And cool, I think that we've got another hashtag going on.
The Daventry Remembers.
Yeah, that's right. We've got Daventry Remembers, so you could add that in as well.
Brilliant. Thank you, Andrea. We've got quite a few people in the room that I think I'm going to have a quick mention. We've got Darren. He's our local locksmith through the keyhole. Darren, good afternoon, matey. I hope you're at home and you're well. So he's on the broadcast. We've got Tim from Alpine Carpets. By the way, with Alpine Carpets in Daventry, just because it appears that they're closed, they are taking orders on their website. So again, so a lot of these retailers around the town are actually open, same as we are at Campbell's. You just have to pick up the phone and then organise things. So Tim, thank you very much for coming on board. I've got my friend Chris in Milton Keynes. He's another estate agent. Chris Rose, one of my best friends. Who else have we got? As those of you that are just joined, you may have to look at the broadcast later because we're only literally a matter of minutes away from finishing, but we are celebrating VE in Daventry. So thank you so much. Oh, we've got Henrik. Now, Henrik, I think Henrik's in Norway. Henrik, where are you in the world? Anyway, brilliant. We've got Paul Fox from the hairdressers in the High Street, which is great. We've got Debbie in Burnley. We've got my friend Bob Smart in Northampton. Amazing. Anyway, guys, just so that you know, we've got we're finishing this broadcast now, but just a quick goodbye from Natasha. She's from the Courtyard Cafe in Bishop's Court in back of Daventry. You need to go to her Facebook page because she is doing a cake competition that we talked about earlier on. Go back to the beginning of the broadcast and you'll be able to see all about it. Natasha, thank you very much.
Thank you.
On behalf of the retailers, thank you very much for coming on board. Amy, thank you so much for volunteering with the Daventry Town Council. Amazing thing to do, and I really, really appreciate your help. And Donna, thanks for coming on again. I know it was your birthday yesterday, and it was a last minute inviting you into the group. But thank you so much. And Andrea, thank you so much for running the Campbell's page, doing an amazing job. So stay safe, stay indoors. Look out for more broadcasts. Most importantly, though, have a very, very good VE celebration. And it's good afternoon from all of us here around Daventry. Bye-bye.